up is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another old lead from through 1 already, Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep one on the tail of Doug Hill. Nazarone was trying at the front of the lead as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Labouring, still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 70 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Johnson Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
And evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. We are at the Autodrome Internacional de Algarve. That's as close as I'm going to get to my Spanish or whatever it is. But a lot of fun and getting ready to rip it up out there. James, welcome to the studio, mate. We are going to have a killer night tonight.
Absolutely. This track is an underrated gem that's finally starting to get its proper respect. This track is phenomenal. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got low speed, high braking hairpins. You got a lot of high speed sweepers and a whole ton of elevation change. The middle sector alone is just absolutely phenomenal to drive through. So I can't wait to see these guys try to get these little Toyotas through it. It's going to be an absolute barn burner.
Yeah, definitely. These guys are going to be definitely burning the barns. I tell you what, the friction they get up against each other is going to be ridiculous the way these guys drive. And a lot of fun. I've just noticed there's one of my boys on track, and I haven't given them new bloody new paints for the cars with the big Warren and Brown logo on it. So I'll have to do that tonight before I go to bed. But mate, this is going to be an absolute cracker. We've got some very fast boys out. Jet Murray's not on there tonight. Neither is Cooper Barnes. They've got real world racing commitments. But the rest of the boys that we see there day in, day out, week in, week out, going to be fighting for the title, are already pulling in some perler of laps. Tony Baker he's got a 202.70. This is just in practice, mind you. We've only got 2 minutes left to practice. Dougie Grandpa Gowans, or Guns Out, whatever your preference is, 203.09. Kyle Laveley, 203.27. Dan Bar, 203.28. Listen to this. Carter Dines, 203.36. Trevor Mortimer, 203.41. Brandon Levin, 203.48. These are all within a couple of tenths of each other. That top section there is literally 2 tenths, 3 tenths separating. Unbelievable.
Yeah, after what we saw last week, nothing surprises me when it comes to how close the times are. I mean, we had in qualifying, the first 6 guys separated by not even 2 tenths. Like, those gaps are just, they're so minuscule, you can't even wrap your head around them.
Yeah, 100%. And I just realised I did send him the new paint scheme. He just hasn't put it on. So I feel a bit better now. I don't have to do work tonight. So you had your baptism of the 86s for SRW last week. This is round 2. Any favourites yet? Anyone that you're leaning to as some sort of kindred spirit?
Well, obviously you gotta go with Doug Gowns. Grandpa was flying last week. You saw him win one of the heats last night. Had a lot of fantastic overtaking maneuvers, and a great recovery after that little bit of a dust up with Jet Murray. So I think he's definitely going to be the one to watch tonight. Also, Kyle Lavery. Hopefully he's feeling better from the flu last week. So hopefully he'll be fully 100% really able to give Doug a run for his money. Obviously, he won the first sprint last week, even with the flu. So him 100%, he's going to be even more flying.
I actually had a chat to him after the race, being that he's part of my team, and he was down on himself on his performance for the race. And I said, dude, you won the first heat. You just drove out of your skin. It was a great drive, mate. It's things can't always go your way. When you're racing drivers out there, there's things out of your control. Things of drivers spinning in front of you, people losing. Their grip in front of you that can change you. People bumping you to the left. There's all those sort of things that can happen, and that's the love about it. Yeah, you got to be in the right place, right time, get yourself that amazing win, and he did. Looks like we have just had practice finish. Everyone's back in the pits, and the cars are already coming out. These guys are as keen as mustard. They're just flying out of this curb. On the SDK, on my side, you can just see everything's going orange, and they're all going from pit red to pit orange. They're all exiting. We've got a bit of a crowd out there today too, up on the stands.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting session. You know, traffic might not be as much of an issue. The Algarve is a much bigger circuit than the shortened Nürburgring GP layout we were running last week, so you're going to have a lot more
Yeah.
space to work with. But, you know, I feel like the tow might kind of play into tonight's qualifications. You're going to be carrying a lot of speed out of that final sweeper onto this main straightaway. It's a pretty long straightaway, so I feel like if you can kind of get yourself behind someone, that might get you an extra few tenths here on your qualifying lap.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I'm thinking of the first corner and all that sort of stuff at the moment, and I think you're right. The track is fairly wide, but it's also it also can be pretty slippery, this track, as in dusty and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think we may be into a few safety cars, maybe not as many as we'd normally like, but yeah, let's see what happens with that. But I hope you people are liking the few little mods we can keep doing in the layout with the new program we're using. So you can see on the top right hand side, the car that we're watching will always be up there. So if the boys have submitted liveries, they will have liveries up there as well. So I'll be chasing them all up tonight again. So that everyone, as you can see, there you go, Stevie Daniels from LCR Esport. So we're modifying all that sort of stuff as we go. It's not as easy to play with as SDK, but we're getting there slowly. If you're out there and you're watching a driver or someone that you want to see or a team you're supporting, let us know. And we've got split screen going on as well, so we'll be rocking everything as much as we can tonight.
Yeah, we're going to need that split screen because there's going to be a lot of action to watch at a lot of different parts of this track.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't even know how many there's out there. I think there's well over 30 cars out there at the moment. I haven't even gone and tried to count it at the moment, but once they start lapping their times start coming up on the left-hand side above this little section here. You'll see the timing tower lighting up, and you'll see the times coming through. Carter Dines is doing well. My boy out there is setting up a bit of a light. Joshua King, he's having a bit of fun. Let's have a look, Steve-O. What can I see in the gaps at the moment? Not really telling me a hell of a lot. That little oops was me nearly quitting everything.
That would have been inconvenient.
It would have been stuck there for a bit. I was like, that didn't really work really well, did it? Now that's coming back up and down. Yeah, I'm fiddling around all over the place for you guys, probably making you guys seasick in the background. But yep. Yeah, that's cool. All right, intervals are there, gaps are there. We still haven't got anyone setting a time yet. Still snacking it about, they are.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, it's a 2-minute lap, so it's a long out lap, and then it's going to be a long first lap. Like, this is a long track for these cars. Like, this is the Grand Prix layout that F1 ran a couple times in the last couple years. So, yeah, it's going to take a bit longer for these little things to get through this pretty big racing circuit. Not quite massive, but it's fairly big. Here we go. Tony Baker, top of the charts with the 202.4.
Can we get the timing tower over the top of this image? There we go. It won't go on a split. Okay, we'll work on that. We've got here, Baker has got himself a 202.446. Kyle Lavery, what's that, about 3.5 tenths behind him on 202.800. Will we break the 202 tonight? That's a big question. Lavery's up the podium, which is good. 11 as well. I've got, Jesus Christ, I've got 2 in the top 3. I don't think that's going to last all night. Dougie outdoor, I was about to go Dougie outdoor gallons, but it's not an outdoor gallons. it's Dougie
not yet.
Out gallons or grandpa. Danny Bartucci at the pointy end like normal. Carter Dines as well. Alex Tzekis. He's had a good night last night in the Super Formula Lights, but it all went kaputski at one point. Jacob Lucas is back on track with a 203. Callum Hodgkinson, 203.9s. Jace Douglas, the 204.9s. Jace hasn't been in these cars for a while. John McHenry, we'll see what John's going to do. That's it, mate. John McHenry is... see what he's going to do tonight. His usual process is to start at the very back and work his way forward as he comes through the grid and waits for a few people to do their spins and all their sort of bits and pieces and just works his way slowly. I think last week he was the biggest mover of the night.
Yeah, that's an interesting plan of attack there. I don't know if personally I would do the same thing, because, yeah, you have a better opportunity to miss wrecks there, but you're going to be so far off the lead pack unless you get a safety car. But if you don't, then you're just kind of costing yourself all of that extra time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit more of a challenge. I don't know why John likes to give him that sort of pressure, but look, each to their own. Whatever makes it fun for you out there, that's the way to go. Is your iRacing based off the classes you're like AM's pros and pros? No. It is to a point. We take it into consideration, but we also look at your performance because a lot of drivers these days don't compete in officials. They'll get their licenses and they'll go to league. So we will actually look at other league results and times and stuff like that, and collate a bit of a system in the background and do it from there. And then basically we'll put you out into the series. And after round 3, 1, 2, 3 rounds, we'll evaluate where drivers are on pace and the consistency across 3 rounds, and then we'll put them up or down for different rankings depending on what they are. So if you might see someone that's just completely destroying it straight away, we'll put them straight up with the pros. Sometimes it becomes a bit of a 2 or 3 horse race, but you still got to let people win their titles and stuff. Just because they've had one really good race, you don't get to chuck them straight up into a different class.
Yeah, because I know I'd be bummed if I was about to win a championship only to get promoted. It's like, no, I'm suffering from success. I'm too good. I need to... Yeah, it's
a tough one.
Yeah, so I really like the setup that you guys are employing for that.
Yeah, and we get it pretty right. It's not very often we get it wrong. It's and sometimes the guys that do. Say for instance, we've had a few seasons where a particular driver was really smashing the championship, but he wasn't the fastest guy on track. It was the consistency of his driving skills that was winning him the races. So that's the one thing we look at as well. Is like you can have a driver who's maybe 2 tenths slower, but consistently up there in the top 3 and 4 and 2s and that, and staying out of trouble and keeping his nose clean and getting really good results. We've had guys in the AM class and Pro-Am that have won those titles without winning a race, coming in second and third, and not being the fastest guy. So it is up to being clean and being safe.
Yeah, because it's hard to penalize a guy. Sorry, what was that, Steve?
Go, James. Sorry. No, I was just saying there's a few boys testing the toad down the straight there. But what were you going to say?
I said, yeah, it's hard to penalize someone for using their brain and just being smart and putting their cars in the exact place they need to go without putting it in a place where it shouldn't. As
for Ben Simpson there. Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? These cars are your mates until they let go. They and the worst thing is they let go, and you're in like this. It's like the world slows down. The arse end just starts rotating around. There's nothing you can do about it. It just keeps going. So once it's gone, it's gone. All right.
Yeah, like
4 minutes left. Tony Baker is still leading it with a 2:02.46. and Cole Avery are 2-8. You saw the boys are coming out in team formations now. Here's one team formation here. You got Baker and Bartouche coming out together. And then we noticed that there was 3 Murray performance guys going as well. So there's a fair bit of straights across here where you can get a bit of a toe off your teammate, and they're taking advantage of it if they can.
Yeah, you wonder if Tony is going to help and try to give Dan the toe, because that's a absolutely phenomenal lap from Baker, and it's not surprising because he was fastest in practice as well, and he just found another gear, taking off another 2.5 tenths off of its time in practice. So, in theory, that should be good enough to hold on potentially. So, maybe try to take the risk and help get Dan up there, help him get, because Bartouche, he's only a 1/10.5, not even from being on the front row with Tony. So if that toe can get him that last little bit, and you've got a front row, oh my goodness! Did you see that? One of the Murray cars just ate the sausage curb. Good gracious, he was two-wheeling it.
Yeah, it's almost like watching Ghostbusters and the green thing just swallowing a hot dog. But these things get airborne. Last season we had some, gotcha. we had that, we had a couple of tracks where they were actually getting airborne. It was, and you can see them like coming up a crest over a hump and the front wheels, and we had one guy actually get all 4 wheels in the air. So it was quite spectacular. They actually quite a good launch off them.
Yeah, this is
2 minutes to go. Oh, 2.5. This will cut off as well. So just to remind the viewers, qualities, because we run a super sprint series, we've got 3 20-minute races tonight. First 20 minutes, second 20 minute, top 10 reverse grid, and third heat, top 5 reverse grid. And we will go pretty much straight from heat 1 to heat 2. And then between heat 2 and heat 3, there'll be a 5 or 10 minute interval for the drivers to get into their, have a bit of a toilet break.
Yeah, take a breather after the 40 minutes of chaos they would have just suffered through.
Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna be mega. It's gonna be absolutely mega. They're gonna be so close to each other. There's going to be a lot of door banging tonight, and there's so much room as well. It'll be amazing still how close they get to each other.
And like turn 1 is going to be a fascinating place to watch, not just on lap 1, but throughout the races too, because you have that big straight, and it's almost a 90-degree right-hander. So there's going to be plenty of dive bomb opportunities, and it might be a little bit more of a more manageable brake zone than Nürburgring last week. Having that long dive down, just dropping down the hill, and then you don't have that massive cliff that you drop off. Although there still is a decent amount of elevation change going down into turn 1, but nowhere near as bad as Nürburgring.
Yeah, nowhere near as the other one. Well, that was over a short couple of meters, but the elevation change, you can see it going 3 levels down, and now it's going 1 level up. You can see the little bit of the crest there. Still going a little bit uphill. And then it drops again, just for fun. You got to try to hug it in left here, because there's a little bit of camber here. You can hold on to that camber, but you got to be careful because it levels out pretty quickly and it can spit you out the side there. Up again, so it was a bit of a downhill. Up again, so braking is a tricky bit. Keeping momentum in these cars is key, and all these undulations going up and down really much around if you're braking if you're not good at this car. But again, see a little bit of a camber on the inside of that corner. So it's like nearly every corner's got a high and low spot in it. There you go. We've got 4 seconds. Qualifying is done. Let's see. What have we got on the grid? Who qualified where? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Pole position by Tony Baker with a convincing time tonight, which is sensational. He got himself, it's already gone on IRacing as well. But he's 4 seconds ahead of Kyle Lavery in second place. Brandon Levin in third. Dougie Gowans in fourth. Dan Bartouche in fifth. Carter Dines in sixth. Seventh place goes to Travis Mortimer. Eighth to Alex Sezekis. Ninth to Steve Daniels. 10th to Jacob Lucas. 11th is at 28, Callum Hodgkinson. 12th, Cameron Edwards. 13th, Joshua King. 14th, Kevin Wakefield. Jace Douglas in 15th. Thomas Cena 16th. Brandon Sober 17th. Wayne Edwards in 18th place, followed by 19th place, Chris Tomlin, and 20th, Mark Cochran. The 21st place is Dean Sinkovich. 22nd, Ash Glover. 23rd, Brad Dines. 24th, Russell Gander. 25th, Greg Johnson. 26th, David Simmons. 27th, Stephanie Bacoli. 28th, Phil Buckland. And 29th, Bradley Mays. Greg Barber is the race director for tonight. And the safety car driver is Joshua Horton. So he'll be also helping. We've got at the very back of the grid, John McHenry and Ben Simpson. So we've got 33 cars on track. No, 31. So RC is just doing their final chitter-chatter and getting the boys ready. And we are pretty much waiting for the drivers to get out there and get ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, it's an agonizing wait for us, waiting for them to... go on, Steve.
I reckon we're going to have two over the whole night.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, it's an agonizing wait enough for us. I can only imagine how long of a wait this feels like for everyone on the grid, wait for the lights to go out.
Oh, 100%. These boys will be, I always get a bit nervous no matter what. Clock second. Waiting for a couple more cars to come in. One more car they're waiting for. Looks like Jace Douglas, Callum Hodgkinson, and Jacob Lucas. They're waiting for them. And Ben Simpson down the back. Ben's disappeared. John Henry's disappeared. All right. Waiting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals at Algarve. We are waiting for the lights to drop. Very patiently waiting. I can't get in. Green flag. We are go, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 is off, and it's a clean start. A little bit bogged down there by Lavery. He's been caught up slightly there by the boys beside him, Tony Baker. But side by side with Lavery and Tony Baker coming through the first corner. Baker pulls it out wide, tries to get the car straight into the corner quicker than he can. Followed by Dougie Gowans already there with Brandon Levin. We've got, I don't know why James is screaming yet, but...
Bartouche went off. Yeah, Bartouche went off.
We'll have to follow up later on. That's causing a bit of a havoc there as well. We'll have to pull that apart a bit later and see what all the gatherings on was. Lavery is taking it away from Tony Baker. He got a great start there. He's literally opened him up by 6/10 pretty much straight away. Bartouche is making his way through, watching him trying to recover and come back from 5th place all the way back to, where is he? He's dropped out of the top 10 even. All right.
20th.
The lads of 20th, there you go. The lads are already breaking it up. We can see at the front here, we've got on screen Lavery. There you go, taking it already 5/10. He's done really well when he leads out front. Got a really good start there off Tony Baker side by side, and they push through the corners quite nicely together. Baker is in second place, followed by Dougie Gowans, Brandon Levin, Carter Dines, Trevor Mortimer, Stevie Daniels, Jacob Lucas, Callum Hodgkinson, and Alex Tsitsakis in the top 10. We see them there. That's Dean being rounded off there on the inside. Nice and clean. everyone is following the lines and staying respectful. This is a little bit too clean for my liking.
I know, right? We only saw one minor calamity. Where's the major calamity? I want my money back.
Yeah, well, is this first lap just about done? I think it just about is. Let's go back and just have a look at the incident we saw at the very beginning of the race while these boys are coming through. Got Stevie Daniels having a bit of pressure there. So this is the incident as we came through. We've got Greggy Johnson there. Oh, looks like he got tagged from behind by one of the Dines people. I think that wasn't Carter. That was he's Brad Dines. I think looks like they tagged him. And here we go on the inside. Oh, I think Dan Bartucci did that to himself then. Looks like he had a bit of understeer at the front and slid straight into the side of Brandon Levin. So I didn't hear him even call that in. So I'd say he knew that he'd lost it through there. But I'll tell you what. Here we go.
Oh.
That's it, car 15. And I think that is... where's he gone on my list? Mark Cochran copped it for the 15. I'm not sure what that was for, but we'll probably see a few more penalties come out of there. All right, we are 4 minutes in, and Tony Baker is taking the inside line, taking on Kyle Lavery, got himself in front, but Lavery has not given up that through. That quite easy, I think. Kyle might have had a slowdown or something through there because he gave up a lot of pace through that corner.
Oh, and he's wide a little bit too.
Yeah, something might be going on there because he's getting. No, I think he's teasing Dougie Gowans a bit and saying, "Hey, you want to have a look at this hole? Have a look at the gap, and we might give you a bit of a sniff." But no, close that door.
To break down
here we go. Brandon Levin has had a look on the inside.
I think they're going to be side by side.
Nicely done.
Gowans should be able to carry some good momentum. Oh, but Levin just closes the door. He gets clear and just slips right in front of Gowans. Fantastic move. Now you got Carter Dines trying to follow him through. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Lavery pulled out the lead again.
He made that look so easy, the way he carried that momentum through. But Tony Baker is back on the inside straight away. Ooh, car 15 penalty could be upgraded, I think I heard. Not sure what happened there, but I'm sure we'll find out at some point. These two are going to have a tussle all the way through because they're getting momentum off the back of each other. Looks like the draft is quite strong. And then as soon as they lose that front position, they're in the back with the draft again going for it. But Dougie Gowans is trying to make this a throwaway split. Oh, bottom screen there. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, lucky they corrected each other. They did not spin it.
Three wide. Oh, no. We got the Murray car saving it.
Still going. No. Oh, no. Who is hit the wall? Trev Mortimer has come off second best on that. I'm not sure if there was too much bump one way or the other way, but I'm sure we'll see it. I'm sure. Here we go. So, look, I think that's on the Murray car there. Oh, but then his car's turned into him. That could be almost... When he saw that car, the grey car, turn sharp left, that could have been an EP code bringing them together. Ooh, lap one multiple incident responsibility has been upgraded to a 30-second stop and hold for car 15, which I believe is, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that's Mark Cochran. Ooh. So we'll definitely hear about that later on. But here we go again. We are into the 7-minute mark. Lavery is taking the inside line again as he's broken the draft as he's coming down. He's got it through. This is the way Baker takes his corner. He pushes really wide out here so he can get in and under on that corner and get the momentum through. He's done it twice now. Twice. Exactly the same move. What a way to go.
Yeah,
Dougie Gowans. He's had a sneaky peek in there. Oh, evening, Mr. Mr. Leak, that code, yeah, I reckon it was too, mate. Pesky, leaky, hello. And Mr. Price is out there too.
Yeah, he
Okay, so
sent
he's
to try
got-
to follow Baker and almost turn him around, but they both get through it.
Sorry, I'm just listening to them. So there's what happens is with iRacing, if you get a stop and hold, if you have your car tire change on, any of the pit modes on, it adds more time to your stop and hold. So you've got to make sure as you go in there, you've got to turn those off. So we did a big article about that last season, twice actually, to let the drivers know. So if they do get a stop and hold, you've got to make sure you turn all that stuff off. Otherwise, it turns into like 50 seconds.
Yeah, one time I got a drive-through or a stop-and-go penalty. I turned everything off, and it downgraded it into a 0-second penalty. So all I did was just have to go, stop, and then go again. I'm like, okay, that works out.
Yeah. That's just one of those iRacing things, yeah. So we'll issue time penalties, and then we'll add it on top. But the boys out there are having a great little tussle. Lavery has gone ahead now and gone, Lavery is gone, dropped out behind Dougie Gowans after those few corners where him and Dougie were quite close, and Tony Baker's taken advantage of that battle and starting to pull away. So Tony is 1 second away as we see him. Yeah, that was a net code like we suggested earlier on. We could see the front of that car just whip into the left, and that was a net code dragging him in like a magnet. But Tony Baker's exit through that corner there is what's given him the win at the moment. He's done that twice, and he holds pace. He takes it out wide so he can get real good, acute, and straight up with the car straight away through, and it's helped him beat both these guys across the line. But the battle's going to be here for second and third. Lavery and Gowans, if they don't work together, Baker's going to pull away from him. He's already how far off? 7-10, so they're pulling him back slowly.
Yeah, he's not pulled away like I thought he would once he kind of pulled out of draft range when Gowans and Lavery were battling amongst themselves. I thought he might be home free, but Gowans has got some mega pace right now. He's really starting to reel him in. It's now barely half a second. It's going to be even less than that when they get back onto the main straight.
Yeah, 100%. It's the toe's pretty strong, so you've got to get in that toe, and I guess that's what Baker's missing at the moment too. They've got him down to 4/10, so they're slowly catching him working together. Bottom camera at the moment, I've got the in-car view of the out-car view. So this is what you can see at the moment of Jacob Lucas chasing Alex Tselikas. I'll get his name right sooner or later. Fighting through teammates coming through the pack in the middle. But it's a good way to see how the action goes out there. These cars are a fun thing to drive. If you've got a Thursday night free and you want some challenges, especially we've got pro-ams and AMs here, it's a very fun gig to drive. At the moment, our highest amateur is Carter Dines. Not sure how long he's going to end up as an amateur because he's in 5th place. Our highest pro-am is Stevie Daniels from LCR, and he is being chased by Alex Azikas. And highest amateur is, I think it was... when that
what a crossover! What a move by Baker to take the lead back. Oh, but now Lavery trying to follow Baker through. Lavery can't do it.
It's the draft is killer, isn't it? It's just swapping them across. Baker has still pulled it out again. He's got some good exit speed of the corners. Have a look at this. Different braking points, different great braking angles. Dines saw the gap and sent it nicely. Kept it clean, which is really important. Unfortunately for Brandon, he just left a little bit too much space there. He's got to work his way back into that 4th place.
Last of the late breakers. He made that move from Spain.
Did you?
Oh
my God! I just saw the biggest air by Jason Bradwell a few seconds ago. Here we go. So These boys are just tearing it up right now. They're going absolutely nuts. Brandon Levin is going to fight for this position back, but Tony Baker again, he's managed to get it out to a full second, and these boys just slowly reeling back in. We've got 8 minutes left. We've got teammates beside each other. Lavery he's up and down tonight. His timing might be a bit out. There's his teammate letting him have the inside line. But all the action in the top 5 is very, very close.
Yeah, Lavery's just starting to drop like a stone. I mean, it was only like a lap and a half ago he was challenging for the lead, and now he might even lose 5th.
Well, he's about a second down. Well, even more. He's about 2 seconds off his fastest lap, nearly 3. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe he's got some damage somewhere, which is slowing him down. But yeah, he's well off his pace. He was in the 204s earlier on. Now he's in the 205s.
Yeah, in all this traffic, he should be going a little faster, not slower, with the help of the draft. Oh, we got a punt!
Oh, it looks like Danny Bartouche is spun in the back there. 235. It looks like he's got himself a drive-through. Stevie Daniels too. Look at this. Look at this. Was that a touch?
Oh,
it was. It was. Oh, he's got touched twice. And by the LCR. That was the LCR car in the end that got him rotating around. So they got a bit of love there from one of the Murray boys coming through there. And then the LCR car of Stevie Daniels finally rotated him all the way around. Stevie Daniels is actually stopped there to readdress the position, but I think the loss of position. Oh, look at that! He didn't stop. Maybe he just spun it. There you go. Here I was thinking he readdressed it. But anyway, we are back to live. Tony Baker is on the front step again. The boys have caught him up too, so they're back to 410s. Dougie Gowans is right behind him. You can see the last car at the front. They're just about to start lapping people. They've got 5 minutes to go, and Baker is putting their pedal down to the metal. We've got Dougie Gowans in second place and Carter Dines in third. Kyle Lavery in fourth. So Kyle Lavery's got probably the closest bit here. See how his draft goes. And also at the back there, Brandon Levin's got Callum Hodgkinson pressing him too. 2-1-2. 2-1-2 drive-through penalty. Chris Tomlin. Okay, that must have been the contact that finally spun Dan Bartouche around.
Oh, and he spins again.
Bartouche. The rear ends. Yeah, he's just probably overdriving it a little bit at the moment. But, yeah.
It's not been...
have a look at this. Oh, that's Tomlin going through. Serving his penalty.
I think Dan Bartouche wants the sprint to end as soon as possible.
Yeah, probably right. But Baker's not. Baker's loving it. He is absolutely loving it. This top 4-5. 257 to readdress to 099, or was that 247? Trev Mortimer to readdress to Jason Douglas by the look of it. The pressure is on. They're going help leather. I think Kyle Lavery is sizing up Carter Dines here, waiting for their opportunity to take him, because he's putting a lot of pressure out there, catching him through here. Let's see what's going to happen with his back marker. This is going to be critical. How are you going to get around him? Where are they going to meet him? Where are they going to be able to slot around without giving the advantage to the following cars?
I mean, this could be a huge break for Baker. He might be able to get himself his own slipstream and really try to help keep Gowans behind. Also, another incident for Dan Bartouche.
Oh, left that a bit close. Left that very, very bit close. Yeah, Dan Bartouche didn't sound too happy when he called that last one in. 95.
Here we
I
go,
heard
side
him.
by side. Oh, there's
look at
contact!
this.
And here comes Carter Dines for the lead!
That
Wow!
contact's cost
Where
both
did
of
he
them.
come from?
Look at the pace that Lavery's got coming through this corner as well now. So Carter Dines took advantage of it. Lavery's took advantage of it. And we all of a sudden see Tony Baker in 4th place from 1st place. Dines has got the lead with 2 minutes to go. Here's Lavery sizing up Gowans. Gowans is sitting in the block of the run, preempting it, taking the inside line a bit there. Looks like Lavery should get a little bit of a faster outrun of this corner, but Dougie is positioning his car perfectly at the moment. As we see them coming through Dines, there's 2 tenths between each one of these cars, and we've got 2 minutes to go. They're taking the inside apex nice and clean. Daddy Gowans, Grandpa Gowans is right there on the pace. Lavery is still struggling for a bit of pace again as he's coming through. You can see him fading away as they come through the top of that hill, with Baker trying to take the outside line and putting pressure on him. 2:35 post-race 20-point penalty.
Wow.
Yep, no rear contact on lap 8. I'm not sure who that was or who that car is. 2:35 is... we'll worry about that later. But these boys here are putting on a mega show. We have got 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. We're probably looking at the white flag as we come to the start-finish. Hopefully Barney will be out there waving it, because sometimes he gets caught out having a coffee. Here we go. Baker's taking the inside line on Kyle Lavery. Will Kyle Lavery have enough to get up there beside him? A bit of side draft happening as well. And he'll also have a little bit coming from Dougie, but it might not be enough. If he stays in this position, Lavery won't be able to sweep out to his natural line onto the corner. So it might be an advantage to Lavery. So here we go. It's worked. Baker can't go wide like he prefers out of that corner. He's got to go tight, but he's managed to get the pace over the top of Lavery. We have the white flag. This is the last lap, viewers. This is the way to go.
Now let's see. Gowans might have made that move too early. Dines may have a chance either into one of these upcoming braking zones, or he might be able to catch a draft, slipstream, and get him at the line. But he's got to worry about Tony Baker, who you know is not happy losing the lead and losing all those positions.
Well, if you have a look at these front 4, each one of them's had to go at the front spot. Each one of them had the opportunity to lead, and the draft is huge here. So it's going to be a test of attrition here. See who can hold that line and keep the center line covered as well, so no one can drop into the back of them. Looks like Lavery's struggling for pace at the moment, so it's going to be down to these 3 here. Dougie Gowans at the lead, Carter Dines in 2nd, and Tony Baker in 3rd. Coming for a few more corners to go. We've got a big snake down this track at the moment. They're all staying very close to each other. It's been a great battle from all 5 of these cars, 6 of them including Callum Hodgkinson, who's joined them with these guys battling and slowing down.
Alright, they're getting ready to make their way through the final corners. I think Dines might be a little too far back to make any sort of run, though.
Yeah, but Tony Baker smells blood. He's got the chum in the water. He's thinking about it. As we've got Dougie Gowans coming through, he's pulled himself about 4 tenths. We've got him coming down the line. Dougie Gowans takes heat 1 for the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals, followed by Carter Dines and Tony Baker. There wasn't enough track left for Tony Baker to take that. Cole Lavery in the 4th. Brandon Levin in the 6th, and Callum Hodgkinson in the 7th. As we follow them back through the grid, a few seconds behind them, we've got Jacob Lucas, Alex Tazikas, Joshua King, and Cameron Edwards for your top 10. Top 10 is critical here because we've got the reverse top 10 for the second heat, which will be Cameron Edwards leading him out with Joshua King as well. Well done there by Grandpa Doug. Guns out Gowans to take that after a few swaps. At the one point, we thought Baker was going to have this one in the bag.
Yeah, he was out to almost over a second lead. Just seemed like he was going to walk away, but and Gowans dug deep and put together some fantastic laps to reel him in.
Yeah, he's done it. You know what? He's done an exceptional job, and you've got to be at the right place at the right time, taking advantage of those two. I think it was a swap when Lavery took on third place, Dines took on first place, and then they swapped again with good old Gowans taking it all the way through. So the winner isn't Tony Baker. It is first place is Dougie Gowans in first place. Second place, Carter Dines. Oh, that's changed on me. First, the session's changed already. Wow, what a bugger. So this is the reverse top 10. The session changes so quick at the moment. I will go through and let you know what it is. I can't see it because iRacing's changed everything so quickly then. That was crazy. All right, this is the way we're lining up for Heat 2. Cameron Edwards is going to be on the front step. This is not right. This has got Joshua King in the second. Alex Zizikas, Cameron. Oh, it could be right, yeah. Okay, so first on the grid is going to be Cameron Edwards. Second is Joshua King. Second row is going to be Alex Zizikas with Jacob Lucas. Third row is going to be Callum Hodgkinson and Brandon Levin. Fourth row, Kyle Lavery and Tony Baker. And fifth row will be Carter Dines and Dougie Gowan. So this will be a reverse top 10. These boys are going to be doing it the hard way to get to the front of the track, because every single one of those boys that we read from first to second row to fourth row to fifth row are extremely good drivers. Cameron Edwards, tough. Joshua King's going to be tough tonight. Alex Zizikas, Jacob Lucas, Callum Hodgkinson, all can hold their own. So we'll have a lot of fun to see out there. We are 2 minutes into a 3-minute countdown.
Once again, the long, agonizing wait.
Yeah, this is the worst bit. Even for the drivers now, because they don't even get a chance to relax or anything. They've pretty much just got to get back in position, wipe the sweat off the brow, fix their goggles if they're wearing, if they've got YouTube out, or just getting things ready in the seat and strapping in or whatever they do.
Yeah, you just have to hold on to everything. Hold on to your anger. Hold on to your breath. Hold on to your bladder if need be. It's just tough for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Heat 2 of 3 heats. Reverse top 10 at Algarve. Boys are getting ready. We've got about 7 or 8 drivers waiting to go. If I was out there, I would wait as long as possible to keep these other boys waiting. It hasn't been a demo derby so far. We haven't even had a safety car yet. We've had probably 2 or 3 major bingles, but nowhere near as many as we thought we would. I thought we would have had a safety car at least one by now. But let's see how these boys go and how they go exchanging a bit of paint. Evening, Crummy. Evening, Donald. Alrighty. I've got the camera in 15th place with Jason Douglas at the back. They're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Heat 2 for the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. The cars are ready. The drivers are ready. Everyone is on the track. All we are waiting for is the dust to rise from those rear tyres as they take off. Their green flag is go. We are go, go, go. Everyone's taken off nicely. The boys in the front, Cameron Edwards and Joshua King, done exceptionally off the mark. Great work there. Kyle Lavery's ducked in. Callum Hodgson's got himself already nosing in as well. Probably the best start at the moment is our leader out there, Cameron Edwards. He is no slouch. He's going to do extremely well at the front. The mid-pack of the grid, everyone is coming through nicely. It's all looking very good. There is no damage at the moment. Everything is nice and clean. We've got Edwards taking Joshua King by 6/10. Jacob Lucas 3/10 behind him, nice and clean. Colin Hodgkinson is catching
we got a car going around.
Oh, we do. We've got an F1 car. It looks like Thomas Sine is spun at the back, but straight away we've got Jacob Lucas taking the inside line on Josh King. He's trying to take a bit of a harsher line. Will he be able to hold it through? Josh King's gone out wide to avoid contact and loses that place, but that also brings Callum Hodgkinson in the moment. Good old Kyle Lavery is in a spectacular position here with these boys in front of him, and he's already trying to sniff on the back of Callum Hodgkinson with Tony Baker sniffing not too far behind, waiting to take the action as well.
I tell you, Alex Zizekas got a awful jump off of the line. They went, and he was already in like 8th place before he knew what happened.
Yeah. If you snooze, you lose in these cars, definitely. Definitely already. Look at that Lavery. Lavery's trying to get on the inside line. He's having a bit of a sniff there. He's letting Callum Hodgkinson know that he's there. He's holding tight on the apex, using as much track as possible. Joshua King is doing exceptionally well there. He's a Pro-Am, pushing it up there with the pros, doing a great job. Here we go, inside line. Callum's a little wily character there. He's well known in the cars. He's been around for a long time at SRW. He's got the inside line here now on Joshua King, and Lavery's having a sniff behind him as well, trying to see where he can go. Should he follow Josh? Should he follow Callum Hodgkinson? He's taking the outside line with a bit more pace. I think that's the right way to go, because it looks like both of them might be creeping away from him together as a team, working very hard. Looks like Callum's taking the wrong line here, because these guys are going to beat him to the corner. But popping in from behind him is Tony Baker. Baker's having a bit of a sniff in behind Lavery. Will he go left or right? He's not taking his usual line. Dines has followed him through as well. What a bit of battle there. Callum Hodgkinson has not given up that corner. Done a great job beside Lavery. Lavery's still got the inside line, following his teammate through. The acute angle might slow him down as he comes through the corner. But Baker's taking the inside line of Dines. He's taken Dines on the nose there. Here we go. There's coming through. Now Callum Hodgkinson's got Lavery as he's coming down the straight. They're going to come through the corner. Who's going to come out the other end? Lavery's taking the inside line. He's going to take it nice and slow and gentle as they come through. And Dan Bartush, it looks like he's coming from there. Or is that Dougie Gowans? I can't see who it is, but that was so close. Nearly 3 coming through that corner.
Yeah, I think it might be Gowans. Yeah, that was a heck of a
Gowans, yeah.
Lavery.
Yep, that was Lavery. That's Tony Baker behind Lavery now, yep. And then we've got Alex Zizekas, Carter Dines, Brandon Levon, and Dougie Gowans behind Brandon Levon just here. Here we've got Levens in the yellow car. And side by side, these boys have not stopped all the way through. They've done a couple of corners now, 2 by 2. Very respectable drivers, both of them, and doing as much as they can to keep it clean. And we've got Baker, who likes to take the outside line and turn the car in, rotate them. They're stuck together. Oh, how did that go? Cameron Evans and Jacob Lucas. I'm not sure if that's going to be called in or not, because there's a bit of rubbing through there as they're coming through and making sure they get access to those corners. But it's cost Cameron Edwards a fair bit of pace. He's dropped off a fair bit off that. The momentum he had, he quite lost. Joshua King's having a cracker there, doing a really great job holding his own up in the top 3. I'll have to give him a wrap over the back after the race, because he's done a sensational job. Actually, I might just brag for the first time, because I can, and not that it happens very often, but I've got 3 drivers in the top 10 at the moment.
Hell yeah.
Cameron Edwards is taking it back to Jacob Lucas. Jacob is taking the inside line. Cameron took the outside line, but couldn't carry momentum through there, because he's lost that much momentum that he's got Joshua King and Cole Lavery all over him. They're about to swap decals with him, how close they were through those corners. Look at this snake.
I know. Everyone's gonna have a look.
That is all the way back to Stevie Daniels, 3 seconds. All the way back. Look at that. That is amazing. They've been swapping and turning and moving positions. The back part of the grid is no different. There's a gap there from Stevie Daniels afterwards, and then it pretty much goes to one big pack of another 10 cars. Have a look at that. Oh, with a bit of contact there. Someone's diving on the inside. Oh, that was Wakefield who got a bit of a sniff from the back there from Dean, my brother. He sort of said to him, "Hey, bro, brother-in-law, here I am."
Yeah, with how hard the lead pack is fighting, this second pack might not be that far away from catching up. As we got a couple cars that went way wide a couple corners before. Here comes Carter Dines.
You've got Joshua King is leading Kyle Lavery in second. Don't know what happened to Edwards, but he's off the front row. We'll have to go back and have a look at it a bit later. We've got a spin in the back there, but we'll worry about him a bit later as well, because this is heating up at the front. Kevin Wakefield's gone straight into him. Oh, Carter Dines! That looked like that was equipment failure. He went flying through there. It was like it was just a hard left. I'd say that must have been equipment failure because he just lost. That car just went.
I don't think
What's
so. I
this?
think he just overcorrected. Yeah.
Oh, he just lost it.
Overcorrect.
He just lost the rear end. Oh,
Yeah,
no. What a shame.
Yeah,
All right.
overcorrected.
These boys at the front. Oh, another one's gone out for a bit of a wander out. Cameron Edwards. That was Jacob Lucas went all the way out wide then for a little bit. But Joshua King, hats off to Joshua King, putting on a spectacular race tonight. This could be his cherry popper. If he can hold these boys off, this would be his first time in the top 3 for the open class for the pros. As we've got Joshua King and Kyle Lavery. Kyle Lavery's taking the inside line. Josh is taking the outside line. He bogged down a little bit there, that corner. But we've got Tony Baker, Brandon Levin, and Callum Hodgkinson smothering each other through there. Oh, Brandon's trying to get a bit of room there. And Callum got a bit of a slap on the nose going, let me out of there, man. Dougie Gowans has come through. Look how close Gowans is on the back there with Edwards chasing him through.
Yeah,
these guys are having an absolute ball. Oh, I wish I was out there driving these guys. This is the type of racing that you just love. This is pressure. These guys will be gritting their teeth through every corner, focusing on what's going behind, what's going in front, and making sure they're not losing any time or any positions. But the slightest movement the wrong way, it's all over Red Rover. Baker's got Levin. God almighty, we nearly had 3 SRW cars at the front. Geez, everyone's going to want my neck and say I rigged it. Oh, Lavery's taking a nice line through there. He's got Baker beautifully. That was a great little bit of momentum he's carried through there. Lavery has now got the sniff. He's in free air. We know once he's in free air, he's really hard to catch. He's a very fast driver in free air. Joshua King's got the pressure of Brandon Levin's got the pressure of Tony Baker there. At the moment, we've got SRW cars 1, 2, and 3. Can't be prouder and more vocal than I can be at the moment. But Baker, this is where he's dangerous. He's going to go out wide. Watch him cut over the. Here he goes. He cuts out wide. He tries to get the momentum in and under. He hasn't done it quite right that time. Good old Brandon Levin didn't give him the opportunity to take it when he wanted to. Then that was very smart by Brandon.
Man, Hodgkinson was looking like he wanted to send it up on Baker.
Yeah, and Dougie Gowans is stiff. And look at this top 6, top 7. Any one of these guys can end up winning this race. We are down to the 10-minute mark, and we've had a few positional changes. We've got Kyle Laver in the front place, Joshua King 4 tenths behind him, and Brandon Levin a further 4 tenths behind him. And then it's all a couple of tenths between them. We can see right there, you can see Jacob Lucas on the back of Dougie Gowans. Dougie Gowans getting a bit of pressure up that hill there. That little tight inside right camber. He's rid that real nicely. Have a look at this inside camber here where it goes uphill. The undulation in this track is amazing. Bryce, you reckon that Carter Dines is literally sandbagging so he doesn't get promoted? Oh, dear me.
Going back a little bit, like, look at that camera shot right there. Like, that really shows you how much elevation change there is at this circuit. That's why. Oh, we got a car going around. I think it's Hodgkinson. Right into Edwards.
Oh. Yep, I think ST goes. Yeah, it's Edwards. Edwards has gone. Edwards went around, but who did he go around with?
Hodgkinson.
He's got a Dines on the outside there. Dines has been nudged. Oh, that was contact, was it? Oh, that's the old replay. Yeah. That looked like that was contact. I wonder if that was called in or whether that was netcode called in. Literally in the sand. Good to have you back, Bryce. Oh, Gowans is kissed. Oh, how close was that? Oh my God! It was just right across the nose of that car. Looks like Callum Hodgkinson has tapped that car, tapped Dougie Gowans into the side, and Dougie Gowans is rotated into the back of Edwards, and off it went. The domino effect as we see it live in action.
Yeah, I'd love to get an onboard of that car that nearly wiped out Edwards, because that couldn't have been any closer. That's a code brown if I've ever seen it.
Literally wiped his nose for him. Watch this. Dines just taking the inside line. Is this the replay or is this live?
Live.
Live. Okay, good. Dodge is back in. Edwards might be a bit of damage here because he's slowing down and getting out of the way. At the moment, we've got Joshua King as, while we were watching all that, got passed by by Tony Baker. I don't know if it was penalty on Gowans because Gowans actually got tagged by Callan Hodgkinson first. So we'll see how that comes out. But Kyle Lavery's got himself 6 seconds, but it's not over at all. Brandon Levin's behind him, following by Tony Baker. Tony Baker's got past Joshua King at some point while we were watching all that action in the mid-pack. So they are all settled into a bit of a groove. We've got 8 minutes left. Joshua King is driving out of his skin tonight.
Yeah, he's pulling a pretty good gap to Lucas back in 5th. So he's just putting on a magnificent performance, and he's still there in striking distance. Can maybe draft up and see what happens, especially with how hard we've been seeing everyone battle tonight. I wouldn't put it past some sort of shenanigans from our top 3.
Here we go. 2:47 lap 3, Trev Mortimer. That was one of the incidents we didn't see. That wasn't the one we just saw with the 3 cars. But here we go. Oh! 27.171. Brendan Soper with someone else. So the boys at the back are having a lot of fun as well. Looks like Dougie Gowans is still recovering from that, so he's got 3/10 off the back of these boys at the front. Joshua King is barely holding on to the back of Tony Baker for his top step. I think it would be a record for Team SRW if we had 3 drivers on the top steps for the open class, the pro class. But this is the battle here is going to be gotten up as well. Jacob Lucas in the back of Dougie Gowans. And behind him, Stevie Daniels following there with that, looks like a C on the bonnet of his car.
Another car went around in the back too. I want to say it might be 157, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I think it might have been David Simmons, who has a meatball.
7-4. David 747 Simmons. Let's have a look. 747. Has he gone around? Oh, he's just gone around his own. The nose. The nose is taking a fair bit of beating there, so it's not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, but I think he went right front first into it. So that upper control arm not happy.
We are down to the last 5 minutes. So at the moment they're lapping 2:03. So we've got about 2 laps till we get the first of our white flags for this. Well, there's only one white flag until we get the white flag. But Brandon Levin has gone right on the back with this tow. They're working together really well because they've got Tony behind them. They need to work together real tight. Joshua King needs to get on the back of Tony Baker to put pressure on him so that he can't catch the boys up front. He needs to be there pushing and pushing. And the boys here, they've backed him up a little bit by the look of it. Just enough to be able to catch. Come on, Josh, get on the back of that. Make this a 4-way battle because at the moment, Baker is looking very fast and look at him like he might have the pace coming out of the corners to take on Levin at the moment. Levin has got some pace too. Is he being held up a little bit by Lavery? I'm not too sure.
Oh! Big sideways for Lavery.
Oh, I missed that. I just looked at the timing tower to see who's doing the fastest lap. Here we go, side by side. Oh, this is going to be tricky. You guys are going to be careful. Yep, Levin and Lavery have swapped places, but that's okay because Tony Baker's behind him. Joshua King's pulled in there as well. Baker is all over the back of Lavery. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. He's nearly given a bit of a hoof off the track. He's backed off a bit because he may feel a bit guilty, but that's brought Joshua King in as well. Josh needs to get on the back of this fight now and make it a 4-way battle all the way through. Josh is taking the outside line, trying to take the pace. Is he going to get some overlap? Not quite close enough. Woo, that was a bit of a hairy moment then. I'll tell you what, my heart went ba-boom, ba-boom.
Oh, I bet. And don't look now. We got Doug Gowans arriving on the scene. Oh, calm down, Steve. Deep breaths. Deep breathly. It's okay.
This is you got no idea how tense this is at the moment for me. I'm trying to be professional about this, but I tell you what, this is great to drive, great to watch. Dougie Gowans is brought into this action as well, and the boys behind him are slow to catch him. We're at the 3-minute mark, so we should have one more lap before we have the safety car. Lavery is taking a really wide line through there, probably a little bit wider than he should have, because he's brought Tony Baker on the side of him. Baker's got a half a lap, he's got overlap. Is he going to be able to get it all the way through? Kyle Lavery has got himself some draft as well. Come on.
And he's going for the lead.
Across, so you have him off. Looks like he might get through. He's got through. Lavery. There's been a contact. Oh, Lavery's rear end's gone. Josh has gone in there as well. Now, Dougie Gowans has got in the action on the inside of Lavery too. Dougie Gowans wants third place. Tell you what a battle. We did say there was going to be anyone in the top 5 coming out the top end of this track. And now Brandon Levin is ready for the first time tonight, and Tony Baker behind him.
3 wide.
The TRW boys. Woohoo! This is very, very hot. They should be in Discord talking to each other. Get in there behind him. Use each other as a draft. Tony Baker is still the dangerous one here. He has been calculating his progress all the way through here and making every move spot on. So he is the form driver tonight from where I'm looking. But I tell you what, these boys are putting a lot of pressure on Dougie Gowans and Stevie Daniels. Oh, car 97. Jacob Lucas, his screen went black. He's requesting a tow. All right, Lavery has got himself from first place to 5th place in a matter of a couple of corners with maybe a lap or 2 to go. We are probably going to get the white flag as we come through. All right, no further action between 07 and whoever it was that called in. But here we go again. Dougie Gowans under pressure by Lavery. Lavery has got him very closely. It looks like Joshua King is holding him up a little bit there too to get Lavery back in on the action. Brandon Levin, 2/10. Baker planning his strategy. We should be seeing a white flag here as they come through.
Expect the send of a lifetime.
There he is. White flag.
Oh.
Keep it going. Oh, you don't want Baker out wide here. Baker. Baker. Letting him go. Oh, that was a bit. How you going? But Brandon Levin was up for it. It's twice Baker's tried to pass Levin from the outside like he did to Lavery early in Heat 1, and it hasn't worked on the back of Brandon Levin. Brandon's positioned his car a little bit better than Lavery did in Heat 1 and not allow him to get that over-under drive-through. So great bit of work there.
Yeah, he nailed turn 2, and you just saw him open up the gap to Baker immediately. But now Baker's looking, this might be his last opportunity, and Levin holds serve masterfully.
Yep. Dougie Gowans is still in the heat. He's got Lavery and Joshua King hunting him down for the final step.
Wow, a lot of screen issues going on right now.
Yeah. A lot of cars on track does do that, and the updates of iRacing have been pretty hungry on the CPUs from everything I've been hearing. Baker's following really close. He's getting close. And positioning himself for.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, it was so close. That was a nose wipe and a half. That was the Kleenex move, as Pricey said just before, and that was well done. He just pulled out in time to get him all the way around. But these guys are going for it hell for leather. We've got a couple of corners left. Tony Baker has got his little moves that he makes. Will he be able to take it through and stay close enough to execute a corner exit to make it tight? He's gone out wide to hold the pace. Is that going to be enough as we got the final corner coming through? I believe it's the final corner. We've got Brandon Levin coming through, taking the lead position as he's being followed by Tony Baker. And we are seeing Team SRW, Brandon Levin crossing the line for Heat 2, followed by Tony Baker and Dougie Gowans in 3rd place, and Kyle Lavery in 4th, and Joshua King in 5th, Stevie Daniels in 6th. And where do we go? Stevie Daniels 6th, Alex Zezekis in 7th, Dan Bartush in 8th, John McHenry 9th, Carter Danes in 10th. That top 10 was absolutely spectacular. That was an absolute cracker of a race. That was one of the better races we've seen last season, this season. That was very close across 10 cars. That's absolutely spectacular, boys. Well done. We've still got a few people racing out there and a few drivers that are going to finish coming through the back end of the pack. We've got Carter Danes, or is that Baker Dines? No, that's not Carter. That's Mark Cochran racing across the line. Oh, look at that finish. Oh, my God. That could not get any closer. What was the gap on that?
I don't even know. I don't even know who got that one.
Crazy. Mark Cochran on Mortimer. That was 0.01. That was 0.01 between those boys. What a sprint to the finish. Every point matters because we're fighting titles all the way through this lot here. Have we got a ladder on the left-hand side? Because then I can see who finished in the Pro-Ams. So we've got the pros. We've got Brandon Levin, Tony Baker, Dougie Gowans. In the Pro-Ams, we've got Stevie Daniels, Alex Zaleski. And the next Pro-Am is Wayne Edwards. So you got third. Oh, no, there might be some from 10 to 20 there. So someone else might have got thirds. In the AMs, it's Carter Dines who's taken that top step. But can we show from 11th onwards? Yeah, it's all right. The session's already over. They've got a 5-minute warm up or warm down, whatever you may want to call it. But I tell you what, that was pretty intense, wasn't it?
No kidding. Like, it was non-stop action. Like, we couldn't stop to catch our breath or anything.
Hey, Donald, eat me.
Yeah, how you feeling there, Mr. Race-winning team owner?
Pretty damn good, man. That was pretty damn good. Having 2 cars in the... did I have 2 in the end? Who was third?
Gowns.
Oh, Gowans. So I only had 1 in the... I had 3 in the top 5, so that wasn't too bad. It was a good bit of fun. You know what? It's just awesome racing. At the end of the day, I can't complain who wins and who doesn't. It's always good to get a team member to win, but you know, it's just good to see awesome racing. That was fantastic racing. Everyone giving each other space, giving each other room, respect on the track. You know, 10 cars. Any of those 10 could have come out of that top step. I mean, how many times did we see the top position change?
Yeah, and that was incredible driving from Levin. Like, great moves, very smart tactics, just putting his car exactly where he needed to be.
Yeah, especially that corner where Baker was going just that little bit wider and cutting back in for the over-under. It really worked for Heat 1, but Brandon Levin was behind him for those few corners where he did that. So I'd say he learned something and got himself in a position where he knew he couldn't achieve that on him, and it worked for him. Twice he tried it on him, and twice he didn't get past him. So you know, heads up to him for achieving that and working that out.
And that one move he pulled in the last few corners where Baker was sticking his nose, trying to send it, and Levin just trusted the mirrors and just turned right in and had enough space to just completely shut Baker out. Like, that was such a ballsy move because if you just misjudge it a little bit, you're spinning yourself. That could have easily gone south and cost him a top 5, let alone the race win. So to do that, 100%. To trust your judgment and the mirrors, that's fantastic driving and spatial awareness too.
Oh, well, we saw a couple of guys do that, not just Brandon. There was a couple of, we'll call them Kleenex moments, because who was the other one? I think the other one was with the boys just a bit further back in the 6th or 7th place. I can't remember who it was at the moment. I think it was Dougie Gowans and someone else. But some great awareness by these boys. I mean, some of these boys are still driving single screens, so it's amazing how they can go out there and do what they do with a single screen because your peripheral awareness is nothing. You really got to have your apps going and all that sort of stuff, and be aware of like points that iRacing is giving you. It's crazy.
Yeah, they have better car placement on single screens than I do on my ultra wide.
Or I do on my VR. And that is just literally just turn your head a little bit to the left, and you can see the whole thing beside you. But there's a few. No one's actually gone out for a warm up. I reckon that was a big battle all the way up and down the field, and they're just sitting there trying to recover.
Yeah, they need a drink, trip to the bathroom with smoke, something to recuperate from that, because they were screaming as that much, then they were probably screaming just as much as we were. Everybody's out of breath.
Yeah. Well, so just for the viewers, we've got what we call a lounge, and that's where I usually race. When I was racing, I would race in there, and that's where just boys just get it together. They're not teams, but that lounge could be anything. There's 5 cars in at the moment: Callum Hodgkinson, Dean Sinkovich, Greg Johnson, J-Mac, John McHenry, and Kevstar are all racing in that room, and they'll have a bit of a laugh between each other. They'll actually spot for each other as well and say, you got one on the left, got one on the right. So they support each other, but they compete heavily against each other as well. And they do abuse each other every now and again too when they take each other out. But they have an absolute blast in there, and that room can be sometimes up to 10 or 11 cars. 10, 11 guys just sitting in there having a bit of a laugh and having a ball. So the camaraderie is out there. Once the race is finished, all that bumping and grinding and twerking, or whatever you want to call it, they're all happy to have a bit of a chin wag and a laugh afterwards. Here we go. The drivers will be gridding up. We're having a reverse top 5 this term round. Reverse top 5. Here we go. That's the results from the last race. Brandon Levin, Tony Baker, Dougie Gerwins, Kyle Lavery, Joshua King, Stevie Daniels, Alex Tzazikis, Danny Bartouche, John McHenry, Carter Dines. In the reverse top 5, we're going to start like this. We're going to start with, no, what's going on here? Joshua King, Kyle Lavery, Dougie Gerwins. That's not right, is it? That is right now? Okay, so we've got, this is our starting grid, peeps. We have got Joshua King leading us out again. He led out Heat 2 and did an exceptional job out there. Kyle Lavery in second place. Dougie Gowans on the second row with Tony Baker. So we've got 2 Team SAW cars leading him out on track. Tony Baker and Dougie Gowans on the second row. Third row, Brandon Levin and Stevie Daniels. Fourth row will be Alex Tzalekis and Danny Bartouche. Fifth row, John McHenry and Carter Dines. So great little combination there. Tough grid, very tough grid. John McHenry's done extremely well getting himself up from the back end of the grid. These boys are going to be all getting ready. We've got a massive grid, which is always good to see. There's I think there's 32 cars out on track tonight. So always good to see. Ben 747 Simmons has joined the lounge downstairs with the other lads. I'm just checking to see. My boys. Oh, there's no one in there. They're not even communicating, but they're done well. All right, top 2. Joshua King,
Maybe.
Kyle Lavery.
Maybe they're
get their elbows out,
communicating
these
through
boys.
telepathy.
Sorry, James, I talked back over you then. What was that?
I said maybe they're communicating through telepathy.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe they don't want to talk because they want to beat each other. I might have to separate the drivers after this race. All right, we're not too far off. We've got 40 seconds till the lights go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals Heat 3 of our Super Sprint for round 2. We've had some amazing racing so far, and generally the third heat is more spectacular than the others. Are we going to get a safety car? I'm not too sure. Is there going to be a lot of action? Definitely. Will it be clean? I don't know, Colin. So far, so good, though. The driving has been exceptional all the way up and down the grid. We are ready. 3 seconds to, ladies and gentlemen, Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals, Heat 3, Round 2. Waiting for him to go. Engines are revving. Green flag, and they're off. Everyone's gone off nicely. Lavery's got off to a spectacular start. Really nice start from Lavery, and he's taken Tony Baker along with him. Brandon Levin in the back there's pushed out a bit of wide to Danny Bartouche. Oh, Baker's gone straight away for the throat and straight away in the back of Lavery. He is following him through there nice and tight. Joshua King has got Dougie Gowans behind him straight away, and Gowans has got Bartouche, got a fantastic start off the line with Brandon Levin chasing him down, and Carter Dines, John McHenry, Stevie Daniels and Chris Tomlin, the top 10 already forming together some amazing pace. The back of the grid has come through. No carnage, no chaos. Everyone has followed through nicely. There's a couple of cars going 3 wide in the back there. Oh, Kevin Wakefield's gone through just there on the inside, taking 2 or 3 cars positions there. Great little move there by Wakefield. He's held it nice and clean and kept it all the way through. That is some great driving by the old fella there. Brother-in-law, cousin / whatever he is to me, but the fight's not over between him. He has got Thomas Cena on the inside line of him, and behind him Wayne Edwards. So Wayne Edwards got the inside line there. That's not Wayne Edwards, that's Jason Douglas on the inside line of him, pushing him through. But Kev's doing a great job coming through that end, and Jason's going to push him like crazy. Jason's new to these cars, but he's always got a bit between his teeth and driving fairly fast. Oh, Kev came through, lost his rear end a bit then. I think he was already losing it before he come through, but there might have been a touch as that went through as well, but doing a great job. Needs to get going, NPR. These boys of yours are doing an exceptional job tonight, and Jace is flying the flag high. Up the front, we've got Kyle Lavery pushing it through. He's got himself 4 tenths away. He needs to make sure he keeps it clean and keeps it smart. He needs to break away from Tony Baker, because Tony Baker tonight is driving like a man possessed. He is on fire. Here we've got David Simmons, David 747 Simmons. Oh, my goodness. Looks like a bit of a dive there. Oh, who is that? I can't quite tell. I think it's one of the LCR boys. I'm not sure who that was, but Simmons had his door panel removed.
It's Ben Simpson, because a little bit before a replay, I saw a message from him pop up saying, sorry. So that's what he was saying sorry for, and Buckland goes around.
Yeah, Buckland's going around as well. All right, they've leveled it out there. Playing field is unbelievable tonight. We've got Tony Baker, who is in exceptional form tonight. He is putting pressure in every one of these heats. He's been fighting for the top step. He's got Kyle Lavery 3 tenths in front of him, and Dougie Gowans, who's been up and about tonight as well, doing a great job. The Joshua King, Danny Bartouche, the highest AM. I'm not sure how long Carter Dines is going to last as an AM. I think he might end up being a pro. He's been away for a while, so his classification probably will change. But we've got a few pro-ams that are doing extremely well too.
And someone I want to give a shout out to is Dan Bartouche. We saw him having one of the races of all time in the first sprint, and here he is back in the top 5 where he qualified initially. So fantastic damage control from the 95. Yeah,
doing real well. He's a great driver, Dan Bartouche. His first he started doing the V8 supercars this season, and this year with the new Gen 3, and has done exceptional jobs, fallen into that car quite nicely. But his skills all round have improved massively in a big way. Lavery is leading them out there. You got Dougie Gowans is putting a lot of pressure onto Tony Baker there. He got him all the way around that corner, and looks like he's taking the inside line. I'm not sure Dougie is up and about and realised what Baker likes to do out here. Lavery has gone out wide to Baker's line. Oh, is he going to cut the nose? He's done nicely. Oh, Dougie Gowans has done a sensational job there. Baker is still holding on to it just by the skin of his teeth, but Gowans got the momentum, and Lavery has got the drag for Dougie. Oh, man, what a job that was. These boys are driving an absolute hoot there. Car 97, lap 3 has called something through. Oh, I tell you what, great bit of driving again. As you can see, anything is possible.
Yeah, the displays of racecraft that we're seeing from the 1 through 3 complex has been just a treat to watch.
Oh, look at it. Oh, nearly. Oh, no. That's unfortunate. Wayne Edwards, but I think Greggy Johnson just missed him as well. Oh, look at this bit of. Oh my God. You can't move the guy if the guy's in the straight line. Doesn't want to move across. He doesn't have to. Oh, that's unfortunate there for Jacob Lucas. It looked like he was trying to force his way across, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I think that might be no further action to what you call that.
Self-imposing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Oh no, the gander's gone. He's just taking those bumps a bit too hard for his setup. His setup must be a bit hard because I've seen a lot of cars take that corner a lot more aggressively, and the car's absorbing that all the way through. But that car, it really bounced up and didn't like it bounce at all. All right, Lavery's coming through. This is tight again. I don't want to predict out of these top 5. Have a look at this. Already got Dan Bartush in the back of Joshua King just behind these few cars that you can see. And then Lavery's got Tony Baker on the inside. Baker's taking the inside line for a change instead of taking the outside line. Oh, he's kept Lavery out wide as long as he could. Lavery's got the momentum, but what's going to happen here? Because Dougie Gowers is having a bit of a sniff again too. These guys are just going to swap it all night, aren't they? Oh, in the back there, Bartush has got himself in the 4th place. He finally's got around Joshua King. He managed to get through him on that corner, but Brandon Levens followed him through as well. So Josh has dropped back to 5th place. We're with Dougie Gowans at the moment. Gowans into the tight left-hander. In he goes. He's I think that one might be on Dougie. It's a bit hard to tell, but it hasn't been called in as yet. I think he just missed his braking point a little bit there.
Yeah, we were on board with him.
He's moved out. Oh, you know what? That could go either way. Has Baker left enough room as well? Because there was overlap there too. So I'll leave that downstairs and see how they go on that one. Can we see some of J-Mac footage? We can see some of J-Mac footage, mate. He is currently in... where's he gone? He's in 7th place, so doing a stellar job in there at the moment. Up 2 places. The biggest mover tonight so far is Jacob Lucas, up 9 places for this heat.
Yeah, I think that they might rule that incident on Gowans because Gowans, the farthest alongside he is at the back bumper, barely not even at the rear axle, and Baker's already starting his turn in, so he just has no way to really know that Gowans is going to be sending it. Like it looked like to me that was the only way it was going to end because we were on board with him, and I saw him pull out. I'm like, he's gonna pull back in, right? He's gonna pull back in, right? Oh, he's sending it, and that's exactly what I expected.
Yeah,
so,
I think you could possibly be right. Well, the boys downstairs will definitely. Here we go. 970 and 171. That's Cameron Edwards and someone else. So that's not that particular one. But even Greggy Leake, our safety car driver, says no overlap at turn in. Yeah, look, you're probably right, but we'll see when the boys come through downstairs. It'll be interesting to see. Either way, it's cost some time to Tony Baker, and he is now, where is he? He is dropped all the way to 16th place. That's cost him a podium finish, that little visit. But you know what? It's racing. That's what it's all about. Sometimes you make the errors, sometimes you don't. There's no malice involved. It's all about having a bit of fun. Here we go. 97, Jacob Lucas got a 5-second penalty for leaving the track and gaining advantage on a pass. So he gets a 5-second penalty. Yes, that'll come into effect after the race. Here we go. Carter Dines on the inside. Joshua King. He's taken the inside line, taking it very, very clean. As we've seen Danny Bartush take advantage of his teammates going off the track of the inside of Dougie Gowans. And Bartush is in second place. That's what you wanted, Pricey. That's where he is. Leave it to RC Leakey or you'll get in trouble. Oh, no, that's not. He's not picking on RC. He's just having a talk about overlap, which is okay. Pricey, we allow that sort of stuff. It's just when people bag the RC we don't like, especially when they're admins. Hey, Trumpy. Anyway, there's John McHenry coming down in the back there. His livery looks a little bit funny because he's got the old Spec Mac from what we've been told. I'll have to get those boys to improve that, but have a look at this in the 3 line. Nice and tight. Looks like the LCR boys are having a blast tonight. A lot of fun. That's a fight for 12th place, so the top 10. Chris Tomlin is just inside there, as you can see him through there, and that's Thomasina behind him, who had a spectacular race last night in the Super Formula Lights.
Yeah, if you're Tony Baker, you have to be just absolutely sick right now. Like, he's arguably been the fastest car all night, and he's not going to have a whole lot to show for it. He got shuffled back on the last lap, leading at the white flag, only ending up like, what, 4th? And then just coming up short to Levin in race 2, and now he's not even going to be on the podium.
Yeah. It's a bit of a tough night. It's tough when you're in form like that and you're driving exceptionally well. We're at the 8-minute mark, so we've just passed the halfway mark. Lavery, Danny Bartush, Brendan Levin, Carter Dines, Joshua King, Dougie Gowers, Jock McHenry. Someone 019. Callum Hodgkinson as well has had a very good night tonight. Alex Zazakis has had a great night. Chris Tomlin as well. Lots of battles out there. In the pros, we have got 1, 2, 3. The top 3 has got Lavery, Bartush, Levin. In the pro-ams, we've got Alex Zazakis, followed by Stevie Daniels. Oh, you just moved it.
Ooh.
Yes, Dougie Gowans has got himself a drive-through. That's going to change it up the top end to the pointy end.
Yeah,
I think you would have expected.
what I thought.
Oh, McHenry's just lost the rear end there a bit. Just coming a little bit too hot.
Good recovery, though. He only lost 1 spot.
Oh, who was that? Trev Mortimer. What happened there?
Hey, Trev, the track goes that way, buddy.
Is he falling asleep at the wheel?
I don't know. What? How random.
It was like, I think we need some driver assist here. You know, those things that,
yeah,
that Dine's just rotating around. Or that is
Cochran.
Brother, Brad. Oh, is that Cochran?
Yeah.
Hang on. Mark Cochran, what's he doing in those colours? No wonder I couldn't recognise him before.
Man, Trev was like, all right, I'm head out. Straight for the Arm Cove. That's definitely a thing we saw tonight. Anyways,
ask Mark Cochran why he's not driving in the Apex team. Because I thought he raced for Apex and his livery has changed. But anyway, back to the fun part, which is the front pointy end. We've got Kyle Lavery, Dan Bartush, and Brandon Levin. Looks like Danny Bartush has had enough of looking at the back end of Lavery's car and seeing nothing but the Team SRW logo staring at him in the face. That would hurt like crazy. It would make your eyes water.
yeah,
but he's still putting the pressure on.
Yeah, he's got to be just sick looking at that paint scheme between Baker and Bartush. You like looking in his mirror and go, "Oh, come on! I thought I was done with you." And here
Look
it
at Dines
comes.
behind there. Oh, he's taking the inside line. Will he have enough? Maybe see that inside line. It makes it a bit more acute, and you can't hold the pace as much as you would normally. But even the pressure behind Dines is in the back of Brandon Levin there as well. So we've got a four-way battle. The top, here we go. The top three could be any one of these four guys. We've got Joshua King, who's fallen off the back of these guys, but he's got a bit of time to try to catch up. 5 minutes to go, peeps. And here we go. Oh, Levin's having a look on the inside of Bartouche. Not quite enough overlap, not enough to put any pressure on, but he's got the over-under coming through.
Oh.
Is he going to be able to hold the line as he comes to the next few corners? He's still there. He's getting the draft off the back of Lavery. No, but Bartouche has held him off, but this is not the end because Dines is involved as well now. There's only 1 second from the first place to fourth place. That's 1 second, not even, no, it's 1/10. No, 1 second gap between the first and fourth place at the moment, and they've been going like that all night. Here we go. Dines is going inside of Lavery. On inside of Levin, I should say.
Oh,
give it a bit of a
hip
shove as
checked
well.
him.
Yeah, he's done well to get back in underneath him.
I'm
Great.
so impressed. I don't know how he
driving there.
Yeah, I don't know how he recovered and was able to hold on to position. I thought he was done once he got the little bit of elbow from Carter Dines, but how about that move he did? Call him Carter Dives with a move like that.
Yeah, that was a good little try anyway. You know, you got to have a crack. There's no matter what. Stephanie Piccoli having a fight there. I think that's with Wayne Edwards. Yep, it is. I was right. Wayne Edwards. Stephanie, the only female in our series at the moment for the GR86s. Tell you what, few little incidents going on in the background, but nothing major. It's all been fairly clean, proper racing. But here we go as well. We've got these four boys fighting it like crazy. Tomlin, they've only gone 3 wide there. Tomlin's on the outside. Who we got on the inside there? That's Salikas and Cena. And following behind them is a bit hard to see at the moment. But that looks like Daniels as well. So they've got all these boys, fighting through. Daniels on the inside line. Oh, he's not going to go for it there, is he? Let's not think about that move. But I tell you what, they're all three got some good pace between them, and they've kept it clean.
Clean for now. Let's hope they keep it this way because this is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know whose Cochrane's team's in. It's not driving the Apex livery, though. Oh, look at this. He's done well here. Stevie Daniels has got the momentum behind his teammate. But Senna is stuck out wide there. Where's he going to be able to put the car in? Is he going to be able to tuck it in and take both of them? Oh, I'll tell you what, not quite. But he's done it. No. Oh, I'll tell you what, when you think they've got it, all of a sudden they just fade off a little bit as they come through these corners.
Now he may get him.
Oh, man. That was not too bad at all, but where did he come out? Oh my God, Cena's still leading these guys at the moment.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, Bartouche took the lead, and now he's side by side with Lavery again.
We missed it.
White
White flag as well. They're side by side. Missed it. Must have come through the last corner. It looks like that Lavery might still have him on the inside line. He does have him on the inside line. Oh, look at that! Oh, Lavery just pulls him tight as he goes.
Oh, he airmailed it. Oh, it's very wide.
And he comes down and through the third place all the way to first. Oh, guys, this is a miraculous move there. Oh, my God. This is not over, peeps. This is not over at all. Brandon Levin's got second place now. This is a swap like we saw the last race. It's everyone so through. Final lap here, peeps. This is going to be crazy race to the end. Look at Lavery having a look on the inside of Bartouche. It's not over there as well. Bartouche's got Lavery pushing him out wide. Lavery's gone on the inside line. Bartouche outside line. We've got Levin tucking the back of Dines. Dines is taking the corner. Nice clean. He's got not even a 2/10 on him. This battle's going to go all the way to the end, folks. I can't even talk anymore, for Christ's sake. Oh, Lavery's going to be kicking himself like you would not believe. Oh, a bit of dusty from Lavery too. Dines has done an exceptional job just coming in. What a pass. We'll have to look at that afterwards. 4 places he made in 1 corner. That was cracking job. Brandon Levin putting the pressure on 3/10 in the back of him.
I called him Carter Dives, and he lived up to that nickname with that unbelievable send.
That was a great move. That's got to be one of the moves of the night tonight. But the battles have been fast and not few, but every couple of corners. This has been a spectacular night for racing. This track has brought absolute action-packed driving out tonight. Algarve, you have shined tonight like you deserve to shine with these boys putting on a show, a masterclass of the Toyota GR86s. Here we go as he come around the final corner. Here we go. Carter Dines comes for heat 3, comes across the winner of the first, third, and behind him, good old Brandon Levin coming for second, Dan Bartouche in third place, and Kyle Lavery in fourth. What an epic race that was. Third heat, Carter Dines again in the top ends and takes it in the final few corners, passing 4 cars in one go. Brandon Levin in second, Dan Bartouche third, Kyle Lavery in fourth. Callum Hodgkinson crosses the line in 5th place, Joshua King in 6th. John McHenry, an stellar job tonight, up a considerable amount of positions. Oh, he's actually just 3, which is, I thought I did a lot more. Chris Tomlin up in the top 8. Thomas Cena as well in 9th place. Stevie Daniels in 10th. LCR boys have had a cracking night tonight. It's a shame that Tony Baker couldn't survive all the way through to put these boys into a great fight all the way to the very end. But I tell you what a show these boys put on tonight, mate. That is spectacular driving.
Man, I didn't think Nürburgring would be one-upped after some of the craziness we saw last week, but good Lord Almighty, did they make me eat my words. This was unreal. Some of these passes, man, like, you can make a highlight reel of these passes and the views that they would give. It's just crazy racing.
Yeah, that was nuts. Kobe, can we put on the timing tower? Is it still available? All right, so leave it like that. In the Pro-Ams, we have got Thomas Cena, the winner, Stevie Daniels second, Alex Zaleski third. In the Amateurs, is that Russell Gander as the winner of the AMs? Yeah, it's okay. The RC's got the boys under control. They're putting them through because we can't quite see on there. Here we go. Thomas Cena is the Pro-Am winner. And let's see who the AM winner is if you can scroll down. That was some great work. Oh, is that Ash Glover as the winner of the AMs? Well done, well done. Oof. What a bit of racing tonight, guys. I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow, but that was spectacular. I hope the viewers enjoyed it as much as we did, and I hope we did it justice. All right, so who we got in the room so far? We've got Danny Bartouche, Carter Dines. I'm not sure. Carter Dines is the winner. Danny Bartouche. Was Danny Bartouche second?
He was third.
Yeah. Third, yeah. Brandon Levin was second, wasn't he? I don't think will Brandon come in. I don't know if he'll come in, but it looks like we've got these two at the moment. We'll give the other boys a few more seconds to get their butts in here. Thomas Cena, the Pro-Am winner, is in there as well. We'll give Ash a few more minutes to see how he goes. But I tell you what, that is a spectacular night of racing. That's a night you want to finish the week on, definitely. If you want to see more of this, viewers, come back next week because it just goes off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Let's just face it. The driving we've had this season has been spectacular all the way through. All right, let's bring Thomas Cena in, and he is the Pro-Am winner. Ladies and gentlemen, round 3 of the Warner Brown Tools GR86 Nationals and the top step for the Pro-Am tonight, Mr. Thomas Sonny Cena. That almost sounds like a wrestler, mate. How are you?
It's got the right syllables in it. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you.
How was that on track, mate? Was that fun or was that fun?
That was a blast. I love these wide open circuits because you get to use all of it and gives us a bit of good racing. So yeah, that was a blast tonight.
This is 2 nights in a row, mate. I'm talking to you.
I wasn't there last night, I don't think.
Was it
you're talking about last week. Last week, yes.
Yes. So it's starting to be a bit of a habit. You're starting to enjoy these top steps, aren't you?
I know it's not good. I'm not used to this yet.
I love it, mate. The thing about it is that you're having fun out there, and you can hear it in your voice. So you're enjoying it. How were the battles out there tonight? Because this track, I know it was wide, but the battles look really tight and really close.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm very fond of this place. I've done thousands of laps around here on the old F1 games, so it's a track I know relatively well, and it is genuinely it is one of probably the best circuits for racing, I think, on the service easily. I definitely have it in my top 5 because it does just promote that. The elevation changes, the sweeping corners, all of it just is phenomenal. And in this type of car, it's just 2 positives come together, make a big positive.
Yeah, I used to like this in Project Cars as well. It was a lot of fun in that too.
Yeah, gotta take it back. That was my first simulator.
Yeah, exactly. Now the elevation changes, the braking points, and everything like that, just makes it that little bit harder, doesn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's quite tricky to spot a braking zone when you're basically at a 90-degree angle straight up. Makes it a bit harder to pull up, but it makes it all part of the challenge, and that's one of the reasons I like this track so much. Is that little bit of extra challenge to each corner.
Well, mate, you had a cracking race out there. I know the team boss will be very happy with you. Who gets you out on track and supports you, mate?
Who gets me out on track? Well, it's SLM, really. It's Matt. I'll list off a few names. Jason, Nathan, James, Ray, Dougie. I want to say a big thanks to Dougie for talking to me tonight because if it wasn't for him, I'd be all on my own and have to talk to myself. So thank you to Dougie. And then thank you to everybody else at SLM because they're all just amazing. They're so friendly. They get me out. And they're really good at putting up with my voice. So thanks to all of them. They're just the best team I could ask for.
All right. Do you remember any of the sponsors?
Yes. So I wanted to thank. I want to thank Sudspeed. I want to thank Dubby as well. Those are the 2 main ones. So thank you to those guys. I nearly picked up a pair of gloves from them. So I want to thank you to those guys for sponsoring SLM, which then makes it possible for me to race. And then finally, once again, I just want to thank all of my fans, viewers down at Laz Games, at Thomas Sonny Sinner on YouTube and on Discord. You guys are just legends. And it make content for you guys. So yeah, I want to say a big thank you to everybody.
Excellent, mate. Well done, dude. Congratulations on another podium. Epic drive tonight. A lot of fun to be had. Good luck for the rest of the season, and we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you next week again on the top step. Who knows?
Well, hopefully, I don't know where we're racing next week, but it better be a track I'm good at because if it is, then hopefully it'll happen again.
All good, mate. All good. All right, take care of yourself, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
Appreciate it, Steve. Thank you, guys. Legends. Thank you.
Cheers, boys. All right, James, we've got a bit of a legend that's coming through in second place, an absolute warrior of a driver, an absolute character and a half, and I'll let you interview him, the legend himself, Mr. Dan Boone Bartouche, the Baker Man himself, who's had a stellar night tonight. Absolute little bit of heartbreak here and there, but what a cracking race tonight, mate. How are you, Mr. Bartouche?
Pretty good, thanks, Sinka. Didn't expect to be talking to you guys tonight after turn 1 in race 1, so yeah, I'll take that.
James, what do you think?
Yeah, first of all, take us through what happened, because it looked like you just got a little too much of that sausage curb on the inside, and it just completely upset your car.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm assuming I hit the curb, and then there was just a little bit of side-to-side contact with I think Brandon on the outside there, and yeah, it just spun me around. And then the fight back was on from there. I got myself almost back to the top 10, and got rear-ended and sent back down to the back again, and had to go back up through again, and yeah, spent the second race getting myself into a competitive position, and the last race was the most fun race I've had for a long time.
Yeah, we called that first race one of your races of all time. We were like, yeah, you probably the end of this race can't come soon enough for you. But like you said, it was a fantastic recovery for you. You managed to make up a lot of ground in that second race, which put you in an opportunity to contend for the win in the feature.
Yeah. Well, I knew if I could be somewhere in or around the back end of the top 10 for the feature, then you're going to be in with a sniff. So, and then it was just try and keep your nose clean, race these guys as hard as you can, and I think we all did a great job until the very last, the last lap, first corner on the last lap. Me and Kyle ran nice and wide and got slowdowns, and let the other two boys cruise on through.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah, well, Kyle,
that's what it was. Kyle will be kicking himself because he had an absolute stellar run tonight.
he did. I was trying to put so much pressure on him, and he was backing me up. I knew what he was doing. He was backing me up into Brandon. He was stopping on the apexes, and I couldn't get on the gas. And I thought, that's it. You're playing the team game. That's cool. And I was trying to get around him, and then it was like I'm going to dive him the last corner there. I ran wide. He ran wider than I did, so I'm assuming he got to slow down because I did. And yeah, just had to give that time up and try and fight it. But mate, that was unreal. 4 cars battling like that side by side, unreal.
Yeah, and just take us through how hard it is to pass around here. Like you were able to make some good ground, but you had to make some pretty stellar moves to do it.
Yeah, it is tricky because when you take the inside line, and the outside line sometimes carries more momentum. And yeah, they are. I find them to be a difficult car to pass in because of the fact that they carry. If you're too narrow, you lose your momentum. And the amount of draft around here was you had to really pick where you're going to do it, because if you got the run out of the next corner, then they just draft back past you. So yeah, it's tricky, and I'm still struggling to pass cars in this series, but we're getting there. We're fighting at the front, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic performance from you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, well, thanks to the team at Silveroo Racing. Of course, the old man who tunes in every week. He's from Eastern Tour Services. So I've got Eastern Tour Services, Big Matt's Computer Services as well. And thanks to you guys for putting on what I'm sure was another great show. And look forward to next week. And thank God the rain held off tonight.
Alrighty, well,
I thought you might have been praying for that. Before you go, Dan.
Yeah.
Were you in the same room of Tony
Yeah.
tonight? Were you guys in the same Discord
Oh, no.
while you're racing?
No. I can't handle having
No, you weren't?
chat going while I'm racing. Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you what, when you have a chat to him about that, he was probably one of the drivers of the night tonight, but he was also one of the unluckiest drivers of the night as well.
Mate,
He's looking sharp.
Yeah, mate, he's going gangbusters, and that's because we've teamed up. So I take credit for him going gangbusters, mate. No, he is. He's rapid, quick, Tony, and he just needs a bit of luck. And the first 2 races were unreal for him, and that third race was I was looking forward to fighting up there with him, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. He was unlucky, but I'm sure he'll be happy with the first 2 races.
Well, get out of here, Baker man. We'll see you next week. Hopefully you'll be up.
Yeah.
You're not baking anymore, are you?
Yeah, mate, I still am. Yeah.
You
I just start a bit later nowadays. I don't have to go straight to work after the race anymore, so it's all good.
Well, thank God for that, because you'd be bashing and kneading that dough like crazy, like you used to.
I will be. Yeah, but no, I'm back in tonight.
Making a special blend.
Making a special blend, mate. That's it. Yeah.
Well, mate, congratulations.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And
one day it'll become famous.
yeah, it'll be the fun, or something like that. I'll send you a loaf, mate. I'll send you a loaf. I'll make a special. I'll make a special SRW loaf for you.
That'd be nice, mate. You don't get this fat without loving bread, let me tell you.
No, it's all right, mate. Well, you should see me. They do say never trust a skinny cook, mate. So
This is true. This is very true. Well, mate, congratulations. Epic job tonight. Good to see you smiling and having a laugh, and good to see you at the pointy end. And some amazing driving with those boys around there. All of you need to take your hats off and take a big bow because the driving tonight was sensational.
yeah, thanks, Sinka. I really appreciate it, mate. And welcome on board, James.
Thank you.
We're getting him in. We're blooding him in, mate. Slowly, he's getting there.
He's going all right. Is he used to cars turning? Are you used to cars turning right yet?
A lot
I
more
don't know
than you
about that.
think,
I think he's a
actually.
bit dizzy when they start turning direction.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you next week, I hope.
Take care, mate.
Yeah,
See you.
See ya. See ya.
All right, what a legend that man is now. Carter Dines. He's come out of retirement. He hasn't been racing for a while. He's been on the top step now a couple of times. We spoke to him last week as well, James, and he has had an absolute cracker. He stole this race today. He stole it with a lap to go, taking 4 cars. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warren and Brown top step goes to Carter Dines, taking out the Toyota GR86 Nationals for Heat 3. Stole the damn thing with about a lap and a half to go. Carter Dines, how are you doing?
I'm excellent. That was great.
Did you nearly fall out of your chair when that happened?
Oh yeah,
It was just like parting of the Red Sea, wasn't it?
yeah.
Was
I
it
thought,
like, what's
I
going
thought
on?
if I can hold them off past the hairpin, then I can kind of hold them up the rest of the lap and keep the position. But yeah, I was shitting my pants. That was crazy.
But that move across, can you remember it? Between 4 cars, you're in 4th
Yeah.
place, and you come out of. Can you remember it? Can you take us through it? Is it still visual
Yeah.
in your brain, or is it gone?
I've been doing that. I mean, I was doing that throughout all the races, really, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of an aggressive guy. I don't feel like so. Like I'm just sitting there waiting for something to happen, waiting for someone to make a mistake, keep the pressure on, you know. And I reckon every time round that first
Yep.
corner, I'd brake a bit earlier and try to straight line it and like keep it narrow to try to undercut if I can. And yeah, that just worked. It was just I was where I needed to be, and yeah, just and then
Everyone
I just had to hold
drifted
up all
and
the
changed
faster guys.
spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a reverse top 4. It's just everyone just went bang, bang, bang. It just
Yeah.
swapped places. And then once you got your nose out front, it was like there was no stopping you, was there? They got a few close moments, but Lavery and Brandon and everyone else behind you, they just there was no chance, was there?
I mean, with less than a lap to go, I feel like it. If it was any more than that, they probably would have reeled me in again. But just the timing was perfect.
Well, it looked good. It was a spectacular. It was probably the move of the night, don't you reckon, James?
Absolutely. That was one of the best overtakes I've seen in recent times. Like, he just came out of nowhere while they were distracting each other, battling for the win, and be like, all right, I'm just going to take that since you guys are busy, and bye-bye now.
It's what I was hoping for, but I didn't think it'd actually happen.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Well, mate, yeah, Bear Baracus. Tell me, did I pronounce your name right tonight?
I don't know. I wasn't watching the broadcast. I was busy racing.
When you watch it back, you'll notice that I made it nice and phonetically clear tonight, unless I got really excited and screamed like a little fangirl.
Awesome. That's great.
But mate, great drive. I mean, all 3 heats you're up there and finding in and about it. I think your qualifying pace needs to improve. That's going to get you out. That's going to get you into the fights a bit earlier because you seem to be. Yeah, you're fighting from the back forward. Whereas if you're around Dougie Gowans and Lavery and Brandon Levin, you want to be in the fight a little bit earlier. So, but then again, them fighting each other brings you into the right track as well. So it works double ways, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
stay
my
out of the carnage because you're not amongst it. But
Yeah.
great work, mate. Absolutely fantastic work. Who gets Mr. Carter Dines out on track and supports you, mate?
Oh well, Cal and Dad, who was out there today. Those two were always
Was that
chatting
Dad
about it.
racing?
Yeah, further back.
Oh, so Brad's dad. I thought it was your brother.
Sure is.
So that's Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are in the same room racing right now?
No, he's different houses, but together in spirit, I guess you could say.
Different houses. All right, cool. Yeah, cool. I'll tell him congratulations for a killer night. He finished in 26th in that last race, I think.
Yeah, nice.
If I'm right. But anyway,
Yeah.
sorry to digress while you're congratulating and thanking everyone.
Oh, that's the main of it. I mean, I've got a couple other family members that like to watch, but it's kind of just for the fun of it.
Yeah, well, you know what? It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and you're doing well while you're having fun, which makes it even more special. So, well done, dude! Congratulations on the top step, and hopefully we'll see you and chat to you next week again, and continue some amazing form that you're putting together.
So, thank you so much.
All right, take care of yourself, mate, and say hello, Dad.
Will do. See ya.
Cheers. Well, gents, James, Kobe in the background. What a night that was. That was some amazing racing. I really hope we, as a team, we're getting together a bit better. I hope we did it justice because the drivers put on an epic show tonight, mate. That was some of the closest, continuous, I wouldn't say the closest racing, but continuously close. It was like the whole race was just 5 to 8 cars. Just anyone could have had it at any point. And that's what made it even more special because usually it's like 3 or 4 cars fighting, but you know what? This top 10 pros at the moment are putting on an epic show.
Yeah, that was what was great about this race is that there was no real lull in it. Like the top 4 or 5 guys were going at each other, throwing haymakers, and on the off chance they kind of took a break and stayed status quo for a minute, there was something wacky going on in the midfield that we were able to watch and shriek at. And then by the time that started getting settled out, the front pack just started beating each other up again. So there was always something cool and fun to watch and commentate on, and that is all we ask for as commentators and all you ask for as fans.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I hope the fans loved it as much as we did tonight because that was a real special race. That was a great race, and it's only round 2. It can only get better as we go forward, and the track selection the boys put together are spectacular. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, mate, thank you again for coming in and supporting us and doing your bit and adding a bit of flavour from the United States. And thank you, Kobe, in the background. But thank you to the viewers and everyone that was out there watching tonight. The live chat was going all the way through, which was spectacular. We had some really decent numbers watching live. Thank you very much to Warren and Brown Tools, to Moser Racing for supporting us, Grim Industries, who have been around for a long, long time, Shunt Scenery, Night Shift Clothing, and I think I missed someone, Shunts Industry. There you go, Shunt Scenery as well. So Warren and Brown, you guys are legends. Thank you very much. And thank you to all viewers. While you're still there, like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. We're only at 1,500, which is fantastic. We got there last week, but we'd still like to get it a bit higher up and hit the 2,000 before the year finishes, which would be sensational. Definitely do another champagne cork popping video for that. But thank you, viewers. See you all on Tuesday night for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship, Super Formula Light Championship, and then back here. But if you've got time and you've got something to do, I'm going to try to do a broadcast on Sunday afternoon. We've got Marcus Watson from Team SRW representing New Zealand in the GT3 Four Nations challenge. 2 races, 30 minutes each, and he's representing New Zealand. We're going to try to broadcast it from here during the race, and it'll be myself just having a bit of a chin wag and showing you peeps how he's doing, and come in and say hello and have a bit of a laugh with me and let's see how the boy does. Maybe he'll get himself a top step. Who knows? But thank you, viewers. Thank you, everyone, and good night, and see you next week.